What's up guys, Gibson Nieuwenhuis here. I am excited for you guys to be joining us for Corinth Kids Sunday School during the summers. This is going to be a cool way for us to continue to engage with you guys during the summers, so let's dive into today's lesson. Well, that wasn't too bad. Hey guys, welcome back to Corinth Kids Sunday School during the summers. So that game you just watched me almost successfully complete was a game called Knock It Down. You've probably seen it played a million times, but what it ties into today is we're talking about a guy named Gideon. Now Gideon was a unique guy, right? The Lord came to him and he was so unconfident. And we'll learn more about that in our lesson, but he had a lot of weaknesses about himself, but the Lord still used him. One of the first things that the Lord told him to go do was to knock over these altars in the middle of his town to the false gods of Baal and Asherah. And so during the night he went and he knocked those down, and so that was kind of to get our brains flowing of me trying to knock down those cups. But I wasn't able to do it. I had a weakness. So strength and weakness is actually a really big theme in the Bible. In fact, just today we have 3 different scriptures about how God is strong when we are weak. So our first one comes from the book of Psalms, and Psalms is in the Old Testament. It comes from Psalm 73, verse 26. And it says this: "My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." The next one comes from the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 12, verses 9 and 10, and this is in the New Testament. It says this: "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weakness, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weakness, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong." And finally, we have a passage from the book of Philippians, also in the New Testament. This is Philippians 4, 12 through 13. It says this: "I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through him who gives me strength." God is strong in our weakness because that's where our true strength comes from, is from God the Father alone. And it was the same way with Gideon and his army. God intentionally weakened Gideon's army so that they had to give glory to God. So this week, what I want you guys to do is to once again think about that big picture question, your key passages, go watch the video and think about how in your weaknesses, God is strong.